So today I'm going to show you Ableton's ultimate cheat code that probably every other DAW has. This cheat code is the one and only automatic scale finder thing. Actually, does FL Studio have it? Let's actually check it out real quick. Right in the middle of the intro. Does FL Studio have a scale, MIDI scale? Okay, well, you know what, FL Studio people? You do not have scales, MIDI scales, okay? Ableton now has a new feature that shows you what notes to use, so you never get confused. You know what notes to use at all time. And there's all kinds of scales that you have, so you can go from like jazz to whatever the hell kind of music. Actually, I think it's only like jazz that I saw there, but still has all the scales from melodic, harmonic, major, minor, major harmonic, minor harmonic. So those can really help you out to make your music, and you could obviously put the key in and you have all the notes that you can use. So let me show you an example right here in my Ableton. I'm gonna make a MIDI section here. Let's zoom into it. As you can see here, it is empty. It is empty down below as well. I have a piano on top, or yeah, as my VST. And right here, there are all the notes for your MIDI. Standard MIDI stuff. You plug them in, you create a random melody. So it's gonna probably sound like shit, but let's play it. Perfect. So now, if you want to make a certain style of music, or if you have a certain key in mind that you want to play for your song and you don't know what the notes are, and you just want to plug them in and have a nice day, you're going to delete that, obviously, and click on this button here, scale. So now it turns on the scale. C major. C major is all the white notes. So as you can see here, all the white notes are selected, and it shows you, I think if you click on scale, it shows you only the notes that are in the scale. So now you can just go crazy in the scale and just copy paste a bunch of notes. And this is the secret, the ultimate cheat code to making music, guys. Literally. Doesn't that sound good? I mean, it sounds like a robot made it, but look at that. I just made a jingle. I don't even know what I just did. So there you go. That's a cheat code right there in Ableton. So remember, scale, it was C major. Now it's F major. We'll make it F harmonic major. No, harmonic minor. How about that? So if I click on scale again, it shows you all the notes that you can play, but then this is going to force you to use only the notes within the scale. And we can do another random melody again. See here? We have a harmonic minor scale melody out of nothing. And look at that. It's the ultimate cheat code. If you want to make some chords, obviously you can just, plug in some chords here. Just make some random chords and it'll work. There you go. Always space them out a little. Might have maybe one like this, like that. And there you go. We have a chord progression. All right, there you have it. Easiest thing that you can do, especially if you're a beginner. This is going to help 10 times more to get up onto people that already make music, their like level, because most people don't actually use music theory. And this actually is all of music theory bundled in one thing. So the original MIDI notation just showed you all the options that you can do, and you kind of don't really know what notes mix and match with certain notes. But now you can literally just look up a certain scale here. You click on scale and you look it up and you're like, okay, what does this feel like? Or you can play it yourself, because we can go to, for example, where is it? Minor blues. So minor blues, F minor blues is going to sound like what? Blues. But if you don't know what the scale does, you just look it up and you're like, oh, it's this kind of music, right? And you'll see a lot of artists that use these scales to make their music sound a certain way. So for example, F major. So let's try C minor blues. It's gonna be easier. Like. So already you can see that it's completely different than any other scale. I'm playing these notes just randomly and it already sounds like some type of blues, right? But obviously it's how you play them as well. So you can create whatever type of music that you want by just looking up what the scales do and how to play the notes within the scale, because then blues is kind of more smooth, I guess. It all depends on how you play it. But literally this is like half of the work done. If you're trying to make like hip hop, then you just literally, you go in here, you go minor and you have all of hip hop, or sometimes harmonic or melodic minor, it depends. But those three scales are just hip hop. You make hip hop music, you're done. You have your scales right there. Easy peasy. So I hope you guys learned something about Ableton in this video.